Good morning, friends. We are live on YouTube and Facebook. Let's get some Instagram up and running. I am in a really great mood. I can't wait to share with you what's going on. All right, Instagram, let's get you in the mix. I got some news yesterday that genuinely made me want to jump through the ceiling. One of my coaching clients just booked a pilot. This is the daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC, your go-to place for real life stories, practical strategies, and insights that you can use in your acting career. Good morning and welcome. It is Wednesday, June 17th at 8 a.m. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career today. And more than that, today is Celebration Wednesday. I want to know what you're celebrating in your acting career today, because we have a lot going on. Good morning, TikTok. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Instagram. Welcome. Let me know what you're celebrating today in your acting career, because I have decided today is Celebration Wednesday. And because personally, I got an avail check on a feature film starring Hollywood A-lister and a Broadway megastar. So I'm patting myself on the back for that success. It's not a booking, it's an avail check. But that means that I moved through part of the process. And good morning, Red Bishop. Thanks for joining me. Let me know what you're celebrating in your acting career today, because today is Celebration Wednesday. I am celebrating that yesterday I got an avail check on a feature film that I'm excited about. And one of my coaching clients booked a pilot. I could not be prouder of them, because here's what you don't know, right? A few months ago, they reached out to me. This is somebody that I did not know. It was somebody who'd seen my content on TikTok. And I'm going to gender this person because it's just going to be easier as I talk about it. So a few months ago, he reached out to me. You know, he wasn't asking me, how do I book a pilot? He was asking me, how do I even start? How do I come back? The story was that he had been an actor, decades ago, and had built a career and had played, roles in regional theaters and had done some work in soap operas. Had moved out to LA, didn't like it, moved back. And hey, Earthly Place F, thanks for joining me. This is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. It is Celebration Wednesday, and we are talking all of the things that we're celebrating in our acting career. So let me know what you're celebrating in your acting career at the moment. But this particular coaching client of mine, he had left the business to raise a family. He had left acting to build a business as a video creator. And he was really uncertain how to re-enter the industry, how to come back to it. He didn't know if his former contacts were even still relevant. He didn't know how to do it, and he needed help, my help, in getting back into the industry. So we started working. It wasn't luck. He didn't, it wasn't an agent. It wasn't magic. It was clarity. We just worked on clarity. We got really clear about who they are now, not who they were when they were successful before, when they had, some success before. We got clear about who they are right now, what they have to offer the industry, and who needed to hear from him, and what the package was that we needed to build together. And once we had that clarity about who he was and what he wanted to do, and focused his materials in that direction, all of a sudden there was a clear package there, a clear focus. And that's what we worked on together. And once that focus was sharp and clear, my client started reaching out in a very small way. But the first emails that my client sent out, instant, I think he said he sent out 3 emails to casting directors he had known before, just to say, hey, I'm back, and here's my new headshot and resume, here's my website, the things that we had worked on together, and to get that focus about who he was to the industry now and how the industry could use him. And that focused approach instantly yielded results. One of the 3 casting directors did not reach back to him, did not give him any feedback. And another of these emails resulted in the casting director saying, oh, great to hear from you. When you're back in LA, let me know so that I can immediately start calling you in for more soaps. I mean, okay. So he's now figuring out his schedule so that he could spend a couple months in LA to see what he can create there. And another casting director said, oh, it's so great to hear from you. I'm putting you straight into callbacks for this play that I'm casting. I mean, this is what we want. It's immediate results, immediate recognition for my client that this was presenting themselves as somebody that the industry can use, and immediately having 2 casting directors say, yes, I know how to use you immediately. I mean, it's exactly the point of the work that we're doing together. And then we worked on visibility in terms of finding auditions, visibility. You know, your craft is one part of what we work on. And then the visibility of just getting yourself in front of people, getting the auditions out there, getting your infrastructure working so that you can create the self-tapes and get them out there. And again, months ago, he was asking me, how do I even get back into the industry? And then next week, he's off to shoot a pilot. I could not be prouder, but momentum changes everything. Because actors often think, once I book something, then I'll feel confident. And I think it's the opposite. I think confidence grows because you start moving. Movement creates confidence, not the other way around. And if you're sitting there wondering, is it too late? Do my contacts still matter? Does anybody remember me? Don't try to solve your whole career today. Just create some momentum. One email, one conversation, one class, one self-tape, because if you have no idea where that small action can lead. Hey, Jack, hey, Mimi, thanks for joining me. This is the daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. It is Celebration Wednesday. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career and what wins you are celebrating today. I am celebrating getting an avail check on a feature film with some fancy folks, and I am really celebrating my coaching client who is off next week to work on a pilot that they booked, and I could not be more proud. It is Celebration Wednesday, so let me know what you're celebrating in your acting career. Hey, Bree. Hey, Naomi. Thanks for joining me. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. It is Celebration Wednesday. Let me know what you're celebrating in your acting career. I'm celebrating an avail check on a feature film with some fancy folks, which I'm really proud of. My coaching client booked a pilot, which they're off to shoot next week. And I just want to give myself a pat on the back because, of course, I'm absolutely thrilled that my coaching client booked a pilot. Whereas when months ago, they didn't even know how to start Funny mom callback today. Yes. Get it, Laura. You're congratulations. I am so proud of you. This is where I want to be able to there must be a way to shoot fireworks in a live, and if I knew how to do that, I would do that. Congratulations. That is fantastic. I'm really proud of you. Um, yeah, I just want to say, I think I am, of course, I'm proud of my client for booking the pilot, and I just want to take a moment to pat myself on the back because this is why I started coaching, is because I I know that clarity creates momentum. And my client's journey proves this because a few months ago when they reached out to me, they were I always ask my coaching clients, part of the application is on a scale of 1 to 10, how engaged with your acting career are you? And I remember he wrote that it was a 3. He was 3 out of 10 engaged with his acting career, and we spent time getting clear about who he was to the industry right now, making sure that his materials aligned with that clarity about who he was and what he wanted to achieve, that his materials aligned with that. We worked on his visibility and relationships so that once the materials were aligned, that he was making himself available for the opportunities. And all of that stuff is not luck. It is not hustle. It's just clarity. Like once you can be clear and sharp in a focused way to the industry, that clarity changes your decisions. It changes your materials. It changes your networking. It changes your auditions, your conversations, your confidence. It changes everything because now you're showing up to the industry focused, and the industry knows how to use you. You're making it easy for for your representatives to know where to put you, for casting directors to know how to use you, and all of a sudden you're doing the work that you always wanted to do. Um, it's I've talked about this earlier in the year as being a purple fish with green feathers. Stop trying to be everything to everyone and start to be known somewhere as something. Um, you're not for everyone. Build the thing, take radical ownership. This is all the same philosophy that I use in my coaching and in my own career. Clarity and alignment creates momentum. And I am thrilled for you, Laura. I am thrilled for my client who booked a pilot, and I'm thrilled for myself that I got an avail check on a feature film. That's where we are today. Celebration Wednesday. Let's make Celebration Wednesday a thing. Let's show up every Wednesday and share the successes that we're having. I have a casting director workshop tonight, so I have to go and submit the sides for that and get on with it. I'm also I want to get the structure created for a workshop. I'm thinking of let me know if a workshop, an online workshop, is a format that you feel like you might want to be involved in. I'm going to be working on that structure today. I'm thinking along the lines of this idea of clarity. Laura says yes. All right, let's do it. I'm going to put together a structure today. I want it to be something where I can drop a couple of resources in the chat so that everybody has access to it. I think getting group clarity about how the industry sees you is useful. Making sure that your materials are aligned with that clarity. I think there are some exercises that we can do together to make sure that you are focused in your careers. And I think that's the workshop that I want to create. I'm going to work on that today. That's my job today. And let's get that up and running, in July. I don't know, it's the middle of June right now, right? June 17th. Is the end of July like a crazy idea? I don't know. I love crazy ideas. All right, my friends, I will be right back here tomorrow at 8 a.m. Wherever you are in your acting career, you got this. You got this. I break legs at that callback today, Laura. I'm rooting for you. All right, friends, I'll be back here at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I'll see you then.